Homeschooling with a large family. Is it worth it? We've been homeschooling for 5 years now, and we have 6 kids, ages 11 and under, and we've moved 3 times, over 1,000 miles each time. And the one question that we get asked all the time is it really worth it? Welcome back to Full-Time Family Fun. I'm Danah, and today we're exploring the pros, the cons, and the realities of homeschooling a large family. So we thought a lot about what homeschooling benefits would be, and one of the ones that we came up with was the flexibility, tailoring learning to our schedule and our needs, personalized education. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Not everybody learns the same way. There's different learning styles, there's different learning techniques, and my son Brendan is very hands-on learning. He learns by doing. And he's very interested in bugs and insects. He loves being outside. Being in nature makes him happy, being in the sun, running around. So we do a lot of hands-on learning with Brendan. We have him take a lot of breaks. We let him have reward breaks, like playing with his gecko and running around with the chickens and playing with his kittens outside and being in the sunshine and getting a lot of that physical, like the wiggles out, are really beneficial for him. And also family bonding. So we spend more quality time together, such as hiking and playing games, family board games. We have a book it program for the kids with their reading, and they earn pizza on Fridays, and they really look forward to that each week. There's just so many pros, especially just the flexibility that you have in breaking up your day to be able to run errands if you need to do that, or go to a doctor's appointment, or if there's something that comes up, you can easily finish school the next day or later on that day. And there's no, you have to do this right now. There's no, set in stone agenda. And then some cons of homeschooling, the time commitment, because as parents, we need to dedicate a significant amount of time to planning and teaching. And I plan out the curriculum usually each week, so I have an idea of what we're going over, and any assessments and experiments and projects that we do. So those need to be planned out. And the financial costs, there's a loss of income for a teaching parent. There's the cost of materials, including the curriculum, the supplies, or the expenses of the field trips that you take them on. And sometimes our homeschool co-ops meet up, and then it's an additional fee to attend a picnic or a different kind of event with their peers. So we have to take that into consideration too.
Yes, I made it. I'm on time.
Now let's get into the realities of homeschooling a large family, because let's face it, it's different for every family. Managing multiple ages and teaching has been somewhat of a challenge since we have a 16-month-old and a 3-year-old, but it took a little bit of time to decide that we start with writing, and everybody writes. Even Emerson, who's 4, works on her penmanship, while the other 3 older ones are actually writing a page to 2 pages. Sometimes I give them a topic, sometimes I let them choose. And then Eden does a learning app on her iPad, the 3-year-old, while the 4-year-old is writing, and then the almost 7-year-old and 9-year-old and 11-year-old are writing. It's really beautiful to see siblings bond as they learn together. I love to see them encourage each other. Evelyn is 6, almost 7, and she's writing sentences now and adding details, and the boys are really impressed with her writing, and they build her up that way. And it's really great to see them encourage each other, because they're all at different levels. And even Emerson, who is 4, soon to be 5, her penmanship she's working so well, and her letters and sound recognition, she gets to place the letter and have the picture that corresponds with the sound. And we did like a little song, and now she can do it by herself up into the letter P, and she's really proud of herself. And then the other kids really kind of encourage her, so that's awesome to see. Some of the challenges of homeschooling are balancing schoolwork with household responsibilities and finding time for myself. Because let's face it, as a mother of 6, there's very little downtime, especially with homeschooling. And I sometimes struggle with finding time in the day to take for myself, because we have animals too to care for. But the kids do really well with their chores, so they help with the animals and they help with their laundry. And then we go into a brief devotional time, and then we start our writing for the day, and then writing is followed by math. So when math begins, the boys are very independent now as fifth graders working on their own math. Well, I work with Evelyn, who's in first grade, on her math. We work one-to-one. And then when she's doing her review page, I work with Emerson on her math. And then Eden, the 3-year-old, is usually on an iPad learning game while the baby is napping. But sometimes the baby isn't napping and the day looks a little bit different. But for the most part, we have a pretty solid morning routine that we do. So just like the public schools, every child has their individual and unique learning styles. And one of the most beautiful things about homeschooling is that you get to take the time to observe your child and see what kind of learning style that they possess. It's really neat to see them grow in their academic performance as they grow older and as they learn more. A unique thing about homeschooling is the ability to go into the real world and teach your children grocery store skills, how to do math in a grocery store, how to save money, how to figure out how much you're saving, for example. Also how to learn business interactions, such as having a lemonade stand. My kids participate in every single summer, learning how to sell chicken eggs, cost benefit analysis, real life skills that my husband and I are teaching alongside of our academics with our children. So they're learning, how to budget, how to save money, how to meal plan, how to prep, how to grow the food, how to prepare the food. I can go on and on and on. How to problem solve real world problem situations is something that is really beautiful, in my opinion, with homeschooling, and being able to be the leader of your family's education. You're in charge of what they're learning, when they're learning it. You can let them explore their own interests. You can let them guide you on the journey. There's just so many flexibilities and freedoms in the homeschooling world I just can't say enough about. Okay, well, homeschooling isn't perfect and it's not always easy, but for us, it's been worth the time, the effort, and the miles, and I highly recommend it, especially for big families. It's a great way to meet your kids where they are ability-wise, watch them grow, watch them find their unique interests, watch them execute those interests. It's just invaluable. I just wouldn't have it any other way. And our kids are thriving, and it just brings a smile to my face to be able to provide this lifestyle for our full-time family. What are your questions about homeschooling? What are your concerns? Make sure to jump in the comments below so we can connect. I'd love to be more of an encouragement to you, so make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.